apparently, Rational Roundtable is not the only one getting double teamed. So I've gotten double tagged, both from him and from my favorite YouTube user of all time, or at least that's what I'm contractually obligated to say per the prenup. Right, honey? Sure. So it's the labels tag, and I've really got to do well on this because of who tagged me and because I like order and thus labels, but I have a pretty good idea this has nothing to do with the little tags that I put on employee files. They're all nice and pretty. So let's start with that one. I am a neat freak. I haven't been certified crazy OCD, but I'm sure that's just pending. And that's good professionally because I am a senior HR generalist. So working in the world of HR, I need a lot of order if I'm going to keep people in line. Of course, we've got the givens. I'm a wife. I am a mom. I'm a sister of one brother. I am a granddaughter, a aunt, a niece. Haven't quite got to nephew yet. I have nephews. I am, depending on who you ask, I might be considered a prodigal child. But really, if you're taking the advice of crazy people, you yourself might be crazy. I am female most of the time, except for in the mornings when I look like a beast of some sort. Let's see, I'm a writer. Even though I don't do a whole lot whenever I do write, it's not too bad, and I do have some ideas for some books, both from a professional standpoint and from a personal / spiritual standpoint. And I generally like to write. It can be semi-therapeutic for me. I have had a knack for drawing all my life. I can do pretty much anything spot on with just, pen and pencil. I have received classical training in voice. That's something else that I did while I was working on my bachelor's. I had a music minor for half a second. But I have sung all my life. And most of the reason that I sang all my life is I was in church at a very, very young age. This is why everyone in the South can sing. So all you crazy people in your towns all over the nation, if you sing the best in your area and you think, hey, I'm going to come to Nashville where the hobos have banjos and make it, just so you know, all of us down here in the Bible Belt, we have been singing Amazing Grace since we were, in utero, and we can all carry a tune. So that's why most people have culture shock. Like, we all sing down here. Yeah, you're kind of, if this is awesome, you're kind of like right around here. Let's make a call. Save the bus ticket. So I can carry a tune. What else can I do? Or what else is a good label? Um, I am a pet advocate, specifically of pit bulls. If I had more money than I knew what to do with, and I didn't have to work, I would create a pit bull rescue and rehabilitation. I love those dogs. Attila, one of my three, my firstborn, my eldest, she is a pit bull, and we've had her since she was 4 weeks old. It's the biggest darn baby in the world. Sweet, sweet dogs. Terrible reputation. I am a small town girl with big town ambitions. I was born in a small town called Tullahoma, and I went to elementary school and high school, no middle school, too small, in Lynchburg, Tennessee. And if you are up on your whiskey manufacturers, you will realize that is where Jack Daniels is manufactured. It's the only place in the world where it is. And Lynchburg is a dry county. True story. Every once in a while I go down there, but I've kind of shied away from that aspect of my life because I want to not sound like I am a hick. So I'm a poser. This dialect is not my original dialect. I had a very, very thick Southern accent growing up, and I started purposefully enunciating in high school because I somehow knew, being a female, I would have a little bit tougher time climbing the corporate ladder than my male counterparts. And while we're getting closer, we are still not paid, dollar for dollar. But I really try not to dwell on the gender aspect of it and just wow people with my my work ethic and my skills and all that. So, but it's still present. There's still some boys clubs out there. I just got done working for one. I am a loudmouth. I am a hothead sometimes. I inherited my dad's temper times 10. So I spend a lot of time trying to keep my emotions in check because it's not pretty. And I think God knew that about me because I became a Christian when I was 9. So there's another level. I'm a Christian. I grew up I became a Christian in a Baptist denomination church, and since then have really not cared too much about denomination. I really care about that core belief. So everything else to me is up for debate and window dressing. So I don't know what that particular label is, but I'm more concerned with the core doctrine of Christianity, and I really like discussing the different offshoots of that and all the apologetics and everything. I'm so glad my husband found this community on YouTube because it's bringing me back to my bachelor days where I was just so entrenched in that. So I hope I say this right. I'm a academician. I don't think the second one's a word. But I do have 2 degrees. I have a bachelor's and I have a master's. And in a couple of weeks, I will celebrate the last birthday in this particular decade for me. So if you're a jerk, you're going to guess high. If you've got 2 brain cells rubbing together, you can probably guess what my age is going to be on the 18th. And if you're just completely clueless, then apparently I am about to turn 19. All right. Wow, I've done a lot. Dang, only 19. Let's see. And even though I don't really do a whole lot with astrology, I still like that I'm a Leo. And I think those who talk about astrology might say, ah, well, that's because you're a Leo and you're full of pride. Of course, you would love to be a Leo. Whatever, shut up. They're supposed to have, you know, awesome manes of hair. It's really, really short. And prideful. Okay, that's kind of accurate. Likes to be in the spotlight. Working really hard on that. And other things that only semi 100% have to do with me. I think that's it. That's enough labels. Now I'm going to go feel stereotyped.